Welcome to Seedling Squad, your go-to place for all things plant and gardening. Whether you're a beginner just starting out or a seasoned green thumb, we've got tips, tricks, and tutorials for everyone. Hi, I'm Monica, and I'm here to help you grow your gardening skills and turn your space into a green paradise. From seed to harvest, let's embark on this gardening journey together. In today's video, we will be featuring various plants that grow on clay soil. Just so you know, there are direct links to all the related products in the description below. If you want a wide range of gardening facts, tips, and tricks, be sure to visit our website at seedlingsquad.com. So, let's get started. Clay soil. Some gardeners see it as a challenge, but did you know it can actually be one of the most fertile soils out there? Sure, it's heavy and sticky when wet, and it can feel like concrete when it's dry. However, clay soil actually holds on to nutrients and moisture really well, making it perfect for certain plants. In today's video, we'll look at some beginner-friendly plants that thrive in clay soil. From hardy flowers like Daylilies and Coneflowers to classic shrubs like Hydrangeas and roses, and even vegetables like cabbage, kale, and pumpkin, you'll see that clay soil can actually be a gardener's best friend. Let's start with flowers. Daylilies hemercalis. Daylilies are one of the toughest and most rewarding perennials you can grow. Their thick, tuber-like roots make them well-suited to anchoring in heavy clay, where many other plants would struggle. Instead of fighting the soil, daylilies use clay's moisture-holding ability to stay hydrated through summer and bloom with vibrant trumpet-shaped flowers. Care tips: loosen soil around the crown. When planting, mix in compost around the root zone to improve airflow and prevent waterlogging. This helps daylilies establish faster in heavy clay. Divide every few years. In clay, clumps can become crowded more quickly. Dividing plants every 3 to 4 years ensures better flowering and prevents overcrowding. Mulch to regulate moisture. A 2 to 3 inch layer of mulch prevents clay from hardening on the surface and helps roots access water evenly. Coneflowers, Echinacea. Coneflowers are iconic prairie plants, loved for their colorful daisy-like petals and tall, sturdy stems. While they naturally prefer looser, well-drained soil, they adapt surprisingly well to clay once their roots establish. With enough sun, their deep taproots can penetrate dense soil and make them strong performers year after year. Care tips: plant in full sun. Sunlight helps counteract clay's tendency to stay damp, reducing the risk of root rot. Amend the hole at planting. Add compost or leaf mold directly to the hole so the young taproot can penetrate clay more easily. Water deeply but infrequently. This encourages strong, deep root growth that can handle clay's dense structure. Caveat: the only risk is soggy ground, so add compost to the planting hole if your soil tends to hold too much water. Black-eyed Susan, Rudbeckia. Black-eyed Susans are cheerful, golden yellow flowers that bring instant brightness to any garden. They're extremely adaptable, thriving in sandy, loamy, and clay soils alike, but they truly enjoy the consistent moisture clay provides. These pollinator-friendly blooms return year after year and spread easily, making them a reliable choice for beginners. Care tips: give them space. In clay, they spread vigorously, so plant 18 to 24 inches apart to prevent overcrowding. Deadhead flowers. Regularly removing spent blooms keeps plants producing longer and prevents self-seeding from getting out of hand. Thin out clumps. Every few years, lift and divide clumps to keep plants healthy and stop clay soil from becoming compacted under dense roots. Next, we have shrubs. Hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are garden favorites known for their large, showy flower clusters in shades of blue, pink, and white. They naturally prefer soils that don't dry out too quickly, which makes clay an excellent match for their water-loving nature. Big leaf and panicle hydrangeas in particular respond with lush foliage and abundant blooms when grown in clay. Care tips: plant slightly raised. Mound soil around the base so excess water drains away from roots. This is especially important in clay. Maintain consistent moisture. Clay already holds water, but adding organic mulch helps balance extremes of too wet or too dry. Prune at the right time. Depending on type, prune after flowering for big leaves or in late winter for panicles to keep plants vigorous in clay soil. Caveat: the only issue is standing water. If your clay stays soggy for long periods, roots can suffer. So plant them where drainage is decent. Roses. Roses have a reputation for being fussy, but they actually benefit from clay's nutrient-rich environment. With plenty of potassium, calcium, and other minerals available, roses in clay soil can produce strong growth and abundant blossoms. Once established, their roots adapt well as long as you give them a little help with drainage at planting. Care tips: dig wide, not deep. In clay, make the planting hole 2 to 3 times wider than the root ball to allow lateral roots to spread. Amend with compost. Mix organic matter into the hole to loosen clay and provide immediate nutrients. Mulch heavily. A thick mulch layer prevents surface cracking and keeps clay evenly moist around the roots. Caveat: planting directly into dense, unamended clay can suffocate roots. Mixing in compost or leaf mold helps loosen the soil and ensures steady growth. Finally, let's talk about vegetables and herbs. Cabbage. Cabbage is a classic cool season vegetable that grows especially well in clay soil. Its shallow but firm roots anchor securely in dense soil, while the steady moisture supply helps the heads form tightly without splitting. Beginners love cabbage because it's dependable, productive, and doesn't require overly delicate care. Care tips: space generously. Cabbage needs airflow, especially in clay where moisture lingers. Plant 18 to 24 inches apart to prevent disease. Add organic matter before planting. Clay's richness is great, but loosening it with compost ensures heads form tightly without splitting. Watch for pests. Slugs thrive in damp clay. Use barriers like crushed eggshells or collars around seedlings. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are another brassica that does especially well in clay. Since they take a long growing season to mature, they benefit from soil that can steadily feed them over time. With fertile, well-watered clay, you can expect a strong, central stalk lined with tightly packed sprouts. Care tips: plant early in the season. Clay warms slowly, so start sprouts early to give them time to mature before frost. Stake tall plants. In heavy clay, wind can topple tall Brussels sprout stalks. Support them with stakes to keep them upright. Feed consistently. Add compost or slow-release fertilizer mid-season to support their long growth cycle in clay soil. Pumpkin. Pumpkins are a type of winter squash, but they deserve their own spotlight because of their iconic fall fruits. They grow as long, sprawling vines that can cover a large area, and their strong roots anchor well into heavy soils like clay. With full sun and fertile ground, pumpkins thrive and reward you with large, colorful fruits perfect for cooking, carving, or decoration. Care tips: plant on raised mounds. This helps excess water drain away in heavy clay and prevents the base of the plant from sitting in soggy soil. Give vines plenty of room. Pumpkins sprawl aggressively, so allow at least 8 to 10 feet of space per plant. Feed during fruiting. While clay is nutrient-rich, pumpkins are heavy feeders. Add compost or fertilizer when fruits begin forming for the best harvest. Mint. Mint is one of the easiest herbs to grow and will thrive in almost any soil, including clay. Its fast-spreading roots love clay's consistent moisture, which encourages it to grow lush and aromatic with very little effort. For beginners, mint is practically foolproof. Care tips: contain the roots. In clay, mint spreads even faster. Grow in pots or bury containers in the soil to limit its reach. Harvest regularly. Frequent cutting encourages bushier growth and prevents plants from taking over clay beds. Keep soil consistently moist. Clay helps, but don't let the surface dry and crust. Mulch keeps roots evenly hydrated. Caveat: mint spreads aggressively in clay soil, so it's best planted in pots or contained spaces to prevent it from taking over. Thanks for joining us on this countdown of the various plants that grow on clay soil. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening, Seedling Squad!